Hello. Music. She's got to be here. That's what I whispered into the storm, my voice nearly lost in the howl of wind and rain as I scanned the tree line behind the old mill. My boots were soaked, my gloves slick with mud, and my heart pounded like a drum in my chest. I'd followed the faint cries for nearly an hour. Soft, desperate sounds that could have been anything or nothing. But I knew. I just knew. Easy there, little one, I murmured, crouching low as I spotted movement beneath a tangle of roots and fallen leaves. It's all right. There they were. 4 tiny shapes, so small they could vanish in a gust of wind, huddled together for warmth, their fur plastered to their skin with rain and mud. Their eyes wide with fear and something deeper, something like hope, locked onto mine. Hey, look, I said softly, my voice trembling. Easy, little one, I've got you. I reached out slowly, hands shaking not from the cold, but from the weight of this moment. What if I scared them? What if they ran? But they didn't. They just blinked. Those huge golden eyes trusting me before I'd even earned it. You're so light, I whispered, cradling the smallest. A pale lynx point kitten with ears like snowcaps against my chest. Easy, little one. I've got you. He weighed nothing, like holding a handful of feathers. But his heartbeat, that was thunder. Back at the cabin, I filled the sink with lukewarm water and laid out every towel I owned. Warmed by the radiator, one by one I bathed them, my movements slow, my voice a steady hum beneath the rush of water. Hey, little guy, I smiled, watching the gray tabby, whom I'd later call Cota, let out a sigh and relax. Where'd you come from, huh? It's okay, you're safe now. He looked up, milk dripping from his chin, and for the first time, his eyes softened. That's it, little one. Good boy. Drink as much as you need. Music swells softly. Over the next days, they grew bolder, stronger. They'd chase sunbeams across the floor, pounce on dust motes, and curl into my lap like they'd been there forever. I named them Cota, the gray tabby with eyes like polished jade; Nori, a fluffy black and white tuxedo with a tail like a metronome of mischief; Milo, an orange fluffball with paws too big for his body; and Burger, the pale lynx point, the smallest, the quietest, the one who clung to my chest like I was his only anchor. Wow, I'd say, watching them leap onto the windowsill. Hang on, little one. We're almost there. Just a few more steps, buddy. They'd leap, miss, tumble, and immediately try again. Unstoppable. Got you, I'd say, scooping them up. Warm and safe. Right here. But Cota wasn't all grace. Oh no. Easy. Easy, I'd laugh, wiping muddy paw prints off the couch. I've got it. There you go, little guy. He'd glare, ferocious, defiant, even as I toweled him dry. You don't like it? You're ferocious, I teased. Easy, buddy. Just irritate you, huh? He'd huff, turn his back, then, 2 seconds later, nudge my hand for more pets. And then came the paper towel incident. Oh, easy, buddy. You okay? That floor's slippery, huh? He'd skid, slide, crash into the paper towel roll, and emerge covered in a spiral of white, tail high, eyes gleaming with pride. Oh my gosh, what have you done, Cota? This was a whole roll an hour ago. You proud of yourself? Cota would chirp, a soft chuff, and Nori would yawn, as if to say, worth it. What are you doing in there, sir? I'd ask, finding Nori buried in my cereal box. That is not your dinner. He'd blink slowly, the cat version of, I meant to do that. Chuff. You like it, huh? I'd laugh. And the boxes? Oh, the boxes. You really think you fit in there, huh? I'd ask, watching Cota cram his 12-pound frame into a shoebox. Oh my goodness. Oh, you think that fits, huh? He'd disappear, except for his tail, twitching like a flag of surrender. Gotcha, sneaky little hunter, I'd whisper. But their favorite game was rope tug. Get it, you two? I'd throw a knotted cord. Who's gonna win? Cota would grab one end, Nori the other. Milo would pounce on the middle. Burger would watch from his fortress of pillows, judging us all. Oh, big pole, you let him think he's got it. Oh, he's got you, Murphy. Hang on, buddy. Tuck it back. They'd spin in circles, tails whipping, eyes locked in battle. Look at that tail go. Get it. Get the water. Milo would leap for the stream from the faucet, miss, and land in the sink with a splash. Oh, you missed it. Cut that one, I'd say, filming. Oh, buddy, you're heavier every day, I'd groan, lifting him onto the couch. Yeah, I know. I'm bored already. You can't just pour my face. He'd lick my cheek. Slobbery, loving, ridiculous. Perfect. And Burger. He'd watch from his fortress of pillows, judging us all. You're not a lap cat, buddy, I'd tell Milo. You weigh as much as a toddler. He didn't care. He'd flop across my legs, purring like a motorboat, utterly content. Oh, buddy, you're drenched, I'd say after bath time. He loves you, huh? Good boy. Lion bath complete. Easy, big guy, I'd whisper as he shook water everywhere. Oh, wow. That is a lot of lion. Yeah, I feel it. Couch is giving up. He'd sigh, stretch, and rest his massive head on my knee. Rest your head, bud. I bet you. Look at him. He's in heaven. That smile says it all. We even took road trips. Road trip natural, buddy, I'd say, rolling down the window. Big breeze. Big cat. Milo would press his face into the wind, eyes half closed in bliss. Look at that big boy. He just wants to say hi. Oh, Milo, look at you. Ben, bath time again, after rolling in mud. Oh dear, really? You proud of yourself, huh? Look at that face. ... He'd blink. Innocent. Soaked. Perfect. Yeah, big guy. It's just a frog. You're safe. Look, tiny little thing. See? You're fine. Brave boy. All right, big guy. Easy. You gonna try it? He'd leap for a toy. Miss. Capsize the basket. Oh no, capsized. Look at that. Out like a light, buddy. You earned it. And at night, when I thought they were asleep, I'd find Cota back in the shoebox, tail sticking out like a beacon. You really think I can't see you, huh? I'd whisper. Tail sticking out, big guy. He wouldn't move, stay invisible. He never did, and I never wanted him to. Because these four, my tiny hurricane, my black and white ghost, my orange comet, and my silent guardian, weren't just pets. They were joy in motion, chaos with claws, love with whiskers. And every day with them was a reminder. Home isn't a place. It's who you share your couch with. But I didn't know then that one of them would have to choose between this home and the wild. It started with a howl, not from them, from the woods. One night, as I tucked them in, Cota on my chest, Nori at my feet, Milo draped over the armrest, Burger curled in the crook of my arm, I heard it. A low, mournful cry that didn't belong to any dog I knew. Burger lifted his head, his ears perked, his eyes, wide, golden, ancient, locked onto the window. Easy, little one, I whispered, though my own heart raced. It's just the wind. But it wasn't. The next morning, I found paw prints in the mud, larger than any of theirs, circling the cabin like a ghost. And Burger? He was gone. I searched for hours, calling his name, checking under porches, scanning the tree line. Burger, where are you, little one? Then, a rustle. He emerged from the ferns, not alone. Behind him stood a lynx, taller, fiercer, her coat dappled like sunlight through leaves, her eyes the same gold as Burger's. She didn't growl, didn't approach, just watched. Burger walked to her, rubbed against her leg, then looked back at me. It's okay, I said, voice cracking. Go to her. He hesitated. Then he turned and followed her into the trees. I stood there until the sun set, tears drying on my cheeks. That night, The other three curled around me tighter than ever. And I knew this wasn't an ending. It was a beginning. Because love doesn't ask you to stay. It only asks you to remember you were loved. And Burger, he'd remember. He'd always remember the cabin, the paper towel rolls, the shoebox thrown, the human who whispered, "I've got you." But the wild called louder, and so he went. But he didn't forget, because 3 nights later, he came back. Not alone. Behind him walked 2 tiny lynx kittens, eyes wide, ears perked, paws unsure on the wooden porch. He dropped a pine cone at my feet.
"The universal cat offering. This is for you." I knelt. "You came back," I whispered. "You actually came back." He blinked slowly. Then he turned and vanished into the trees. But the kittens stayed. And just like that, the cycle began again.